Republican National Convention is beginning in Milwaukee today, following this weekend's attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump at a campaign rally in Pennsylvania.
Many Americans are still trying to understand exactly what happened over the weekend and what does this mean for the state of politics here in the United States. NBC5's Sid Boulay got reaction today from political analysts and local leaders. Sid.
Brian, Liz, as this investigation continues, there are still a lot of questions, especially around the reasoning for this shooting as to why the shooter did this event against former President Donald Trump. However, one thing is clear: people across the country are standing up to condemn this act of violence. Matthew Dickinson is an associate professor of political science at Middlebury College, and he says the weekend's assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump is certainly surprising, but there's still a lot we don't know.
I think we should just step back here and try not to draw broader conclusions about the state of politics based on this very tragic incident.
However, he says an outpouring of support from members of three major political parties provides a silver lining on the political sphere.
I think Americans can take some solace in the fact that most political leaders immediately rallied behind the ex-president here and said this is not the way that we're going to settle our differences.
Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders says political violence of any kind is unacceptable and is un-American. During an appearance on NBC's Meet the Press, he also reflected on his own experience a few months ago.
My office right here in Burlington, Vermont, with 7, I was not there at the moment, but there were 7 staff members there. Was almost burned down by somebody who's in jail right now. 7 people could have been burned alive. So yeah, I am familiar with political violence in all its forms.
The rest of Vermont's congressional delegation also responding. In a statement, Vermont Senator Peter Welch says, quote, he's thankful former President Trump is safe, calling this a horrifying moment for our democracy. Congresswoman Becca Balint says she's shocked, saddened, and deeply concerned. And New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik adding, quote, please pray for President Trump, his family, and all patriots at the rally. With the ongoing investigation, Dickinson warns Americans not to jump to conclusions.
I just would urge people, don't overinterpret what happened here. This could very well be an isolated incident that says more about perhaps the shooter's mental health than it does about the state of politics in our country.
Dickinson says that in the short term, he does believe that this incident could increase favor across the country for Trump on the campaign trail. However, as we get closer to November, he believes that broader issues will take central stage. Live in South Burlington, Sid Boulay, NBC5 News.